Hello everyone, welcome back to the Dawn of Life. In this episode, I am planning to work on the lab, since I didn't get to do it last episode when I went to the Nether, or if you are a non-fancy individual, hell. But that's what I'm planning, is just to work on the lab and not worry about anything else. So, let's hop into it. I've gotten all the quartz. I'm going to be using some diorite, since A, it's not going to look like the normal diorite, and some calcite. Because I think the calcite would look really good with the other blocks, but that's just me. So, let's get into it. I'm probably going to be skipping a few bits, but not much, while building. So, I'm going to, kind of give a gist of what I'm going to be building. Kind of I'm going to be covering up this wall, but not that one, because all my stuff's there, and I like it. And also, we'll give that more natural vibe over there. That's what I'm planning so far. So, let's just build and build. And you're going to be a prick, aren't you? I'm not surprised if it is, but... I gotta think about things to talk about now. Shit. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So what I'm planning to do here is just kind of do the base vibe of a lab. So nothing too different or anything like that. Maybe try to incorporate the woody aspect at least. That's what I'm planning. So then the entrance would be right here. Well, we'll have to bring it out by one. It's a pain. I don't want to use all just it feels clean blocks. It's looking clean. And then for now I'll leave it like that, then I'll replace it later because, well, obviously my chest is right here. I didn't think that far. Then I'm gonna go into the chisel and see what blocks I can use. Could I change it into stairs? No. It's quite annoying. I have to craft stairs. And if I do, they would have to be fucking quartz, and that's the only thing I have. Or even slabs. This is the fun bit. Trying to make things work while doing other things at the same time. So you. Again, I still want to try and keep the vibe of the wood in one way or another. That didn't work. I thought that would, honestly. Could you blame me? You probably would. Not gonna lie. See that? That, I don't know why, but I think that looks cool. Then... I think this should be... Yeah. This... Okay, for once, diorite has a good use. And it's only with modded blocks, because people know diorite is shit. I think this is already starting to look good. I think I kind of have the gist down for over here. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's calcite. Oh, what does diorite look like? Eh? I don't know. I might use that as the floor. I think that's a good idea to use that as the floor. Because it looks like it's being stepped on constantly, but that's just me. I don't know what to do up there, but I'll copy the rest of it down over here. I'll probably do a little skip, so you guys don't have to watch me do everything. But I do want to focus on how am I gonna like fuse it to the back, because I didn't do that for the forge, because I'll show you. Because I kind of in a way did, but not much. And I would have to use walls to do that. I don't want to do that. So I want to figure out a way to fuse the wood and the cleanness in a way. And I think these pillars, or the other pillars that I have, the diorite ones, would give me that vibe. Because if I do, like... Yeah, because they look dirtier than these ones. And I kind of like that. So let's try and copy it to a T. Well, very similar copy, I guess. Kind of like, I'm thinking this would kind of have that vibe to it. Like, it's like pale oak in a way, without having pale oak. Kinda. Honestly, I'm not wrong with my assessment on that. Honestly, this looks really nice. It does. I'm pleased with it. I'm not going to complain. It is really nice. It pleases my mind a lot. And it looks, I guess I'm kind of going for a completed, kind of looks like a completed takeover of the tree on the lower end, but I think for the other part, I'm going to do a more, what is it called? Because the lower end would be considered... What am I thinking? I'm spacing it off completely. So there's that done. It looks so nice. I don't know why, but it just pleases my mind a lot. Yeah, I like it. Then I'll probably do that, but I'm still wondering what block would be nice right there. Maybe just some straight up connected quartz. I think that might be the block I go with. And I do have limited stock of this quartz. It does feel very clean, but it also feels like a museum in a way. If I could, like, push this back, like, by half a slab, I think it would look really good. Honestly, I am not wrong with that. That's making me think a lot now. I'm like, I don't know. I like it, but it's, it's giving me, it feels very flat. Because I like how the pillars are like for this, where it's kind of just jutting out. And I want them to do that for this, because I think the jutting out part looks really good. Honestly, you know what? Fuck it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have them jut out. And also another thing I want to do, something I do want to do is actually cover this area up to be like completely covered. So I would take out this, then probably place it over on that side since I'm not completely done with it. Then have the top. That's my plan. Okay, well, I am back from doing the floor. I think I'm going with the polished diorite. Or polished cut diorite. Whatever you want to call it. Because I think it makes a good floor mixed with the bricks. And I personally like it. That's just me. Ooh, wait. Ooh. I know I did something wrong. I'll fix this quick while I talk. But I need to figure out how I'm going to light up everything. That's one thing I do need to do. Because, that's not what I was looking for. Yoink. And you. Okay. But, like I was saying, I need to figure out a way to light up something, and I think I know what I'm gonna do for that. Because you know the, I want to call them culture vats, but I'm pretty sure that's not what they're called. Let me see if they're called that, because then, if they're actually called that, then I could have them kind of be the light source in a way. Because I think naturally they are. And I would have them like in the middle of the room. And if they're in the tube and they fail, that means I can kill whatever inside it easier. I think that would be the idea, but I need to see what they're called first. So, coal. That's cucumber. Let's start with that first. It's called a culture vat. Okay. And I can use... I have all the resources to make it now if I really wanted to. So... they produce light, but I want to do something else with them. So... what I'm going to do is kind of build out a kind of like a little structure in a way where it would hold multiple of them. Like a 3x3 area of culture vats. So then, let's say another one would go here. Maybe not exactly, but let's just say it would go there. For simplicity. Then we have 2 columns of those, then glass panes to cover it up. And I mean, I would have to get rid of those. But the top bit's gonna be covered up anyway, so it wouldn't matter. I might do the cleaner pillars, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna do the cleaner ones. I know I have a few of the diorite ones, but I like the cleaner design more. Can you blame me? It just looks better, in my mind at least. Then we can have glass on the sides, in which I will show you how that would look like. In a hot minute. Oh, well, now you do it that way. Okay. Now it's bugging me, and it was still the wrong block anyway. Well, that's not what I wanted you to do. I have to go down from the top, which means I have to go through everything else just to get to it. It's so annoying. So then I drop down here, or I just build from... not, I guess. I can drop down from here. And do the same for this one. I'll do that one off camera. I'm not too worried. And then what I was gonna do specifically with this one was glass. And I have some glass around here somewhere. Yes, I do. But I'm gonna make it into panes. Clear glass panes. So then it would be like this. They're all connected, and it kind of looks like it's just one solid thing. Then I will mine that block out and that one, and probably replace it with... that's a good question what I would replace it with. But the problem with that is that I can't easily... Well, there's the construct one, so they're easy to get rid of. If I do need just to go in with a quick swap in, swap out dealio. Ooh. That's a problem. No glass on the bottom, but I will still have, like, blocks that could let out light, because then... Yeah, actually, that's like flush in a way. Then, at the bottom, I was going to put a spore light or some glowstone under it so light would still be let out. Honestly, that works pretty well. Then, you up there. Ooh. Please say there's nothing but... Oh, that's a pain. A glass plane. A glass pane. That kind of compromises on what I'm doing. Working with limited space is fun. Huh. Maybe this might be a design I have to throw out. Yeah, I think so. Well, now I'm back onto thinking on what to do. Because I'm trying to incorporate everything, like a light source. Since now it's enclosed, it's really hard to hide a light source. And I also have to fix that. Whoops. I know I fucked up on that one. Because I do want to set up the culture vats at least today. What if pillar, 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 pillar. So it's kind of like spread out evenly. Or do I have the culture vats kind of like in this area up here? Honestly, it's not a bad idea. Yeah, let's go with that. Then I think this area would be like a walking area. And I can still have the glass idea be a thing. And have... this... here. Where it kind of looks like it's separating everything off. The ends look weird, but... I could probably replace it with pillars. And that one will look kind of weird, though. How about I take this back by one, and then kind of make this the pillar, then have this go out by one more? I think this would work. Honestly, it's not a bad idea. Then you can still do the, like, this. And that. Yeah, honestly, that looks good. In my mind, I think it looks amazing. But I don't know how you guys would like it. Because you don't give your input because you're not physically here. But besides that... Notice, where did I get a whole other slab from? Oh, I remember. There. Haha. And so I would have 3, 4, 5 culture vats. Actually, I could have 6. 6 culture vats. Then... Oh, you prick. I hate you. There we go. Yeah. And culture vats go here. Then... I kind of want to have an open doorway. I don't know why. But I do want the pillars to go up into the ceiling. But I think that's what I'm going to do. But while I'm also here, do I still have some sand around? I do want to make some of the other things. I have sandstone. Not sand. I would have to collect sand to go get stuff. Shit. Is it any block? Oh, it's going to take a while for it to go through everything. Glass. I can use Tinker's Construct stuff, so... If I melt down all the glass... I also have glass bottles I'm not using. I could also melt down those. Let's just melt down some of these blocks. I don't think I'm going to be using any more of the panes. I also use them to craft up some of the culture vats. So then I can... 4 more blocks of glass. I would only be able to craft 1. That's kinda annoying. Because it takes 4 blocks of glass, 3 iron ingots, and 1 slime ball, and a iron bucket of water. Yeah, that is quite annoying. Unless I have glass somewhere else. Oh no, I do, I have enough. And this... I have a bunch of random junk in my inventory. I'm going to place on these 2 torches, so... technically it is more lit up. Because I do want this place to stay lit up so no mobs fucking spawn. I'm sick of them. Running rampant through my builds. Because they do occasionally. In my personal worlds that I haven't touched in a hot minute. I am getting very close and full under. I think that's another thing I might need to do off camera is organizing stuff. That's something I do need to do. Then iron. Then yeah, that's gonna be a pain. Because I was planning for 5. That would only make 2, so I have to grab blocks out. I'm gonna use 2. Turn them into ingots. Then get all the... Didn't I turn all of them into ingots? Must have not. I do not need those oak stairs. Then I'll just use the thing in here. There's 1. Ooh. Then just gonna, or at least a backup one currently. I have more glass somewhere, don't I? Where did it? Ah. I think any glass would have worked. Ooh. Oh, bloody hell. That was a bad burp. Any glass would do. And then... yeah, any glass would do. Then I could easily just come back, grab one, leave. And then for the last one, so I have 8 culture vats, which 3 are extra. I think we are pretty well off. Then, how am I going to light it up in here? That's a really good question, me. How? Because do these naturally produce? No. Yeah, I like that. I really do like that. Then I'm also going to replace these because they're going to bug me if they're not. Ooh, wait. I think I know how I'm going to have the lighting and... where did I put the glowstone? Where the hell did I put that glowstone? In my stones chest? In my backpack? In my other backpack, wherever I placed that? Yes. Then I can use this to make some different types of glowstone, which all those can be connected. Ugh, if I can speak at all. Which isn't a bad idea. I'm gonna see what it looks like, then I can easily just break it if I want to. I don't like that end bit, though. See, yeah, it doesn't... Oh, thank you. I don't have to worry about it turning to dust. Like, if it wasn't... If it had its border all the way, I would gladly use it. Since it doesn't, then... I don't know. I might see what this looks like. It's not bad. It's kind of eh. Looks very odd. Not gonna lie. It does feel very odd. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Don't know. But I do need to figure out a way to light up the rest of this. Or I might see what the shroom lights look like, because I did grab those. Where have I placed them? Maybe they'll give me the right vibe. I would say, potentially. Damn it. Oh yeah, they have a weird funky noise. But they're vastly brighter, so I'm not going to complain. And it kind of looks like it's being fed right into the block, too. Honestly, kind of does. Also, I realized I've been using diorite ones, not the calcite. Like the dum-dum that I am. Honestly, or I would use, like... maybe stairs to give that depth of a feel. Well, maybe not there, I guess. Maybe not at all. Maybe I'm just kind of stuck with that, where there you lose some depth. Oh, and you. There. Honestly, not bad. I like it. It is a vibe I like. Then, I think... I might have to redo the whole ceiling. I'm gonna redo the whole ceiling. I'll be right back. Okay, well, I'm kind of annoyed, but I think this is the only way I can have light in it for now. And I'm not gonna have a ceiling for now. But I did also do a few other things, like I put some light in the back, so it looks like it's making something for now. Because then I could actually put stuff in it. But besides that, that's all I practically did. I don't know what else I could realistically do. Like, maybe for this back wall, it could be my setup that I had. Where did I put it? Where did I put this stuff for it? All my analyzers. Like my 3 analyzers, I could rip out a wall. And also rip out some detail of the wood, because technically there's just wood behind this. I'm not worried in the slightest of what is over here. Really, I'm not. And I could put those there. Put that back. Put you there. Then... where is the hoppers? I thought I had 4. But then I can go into there and there. So it leads into one container. I might need to change this up a little bit, maybe move it forward by 1. So I'm not messing with anything like the outside of the tree, because I don't want to mess with that. Yeah, that's fine. I was like, am I cutting into the tree? I hope not. And then break you. I don't know, I have the single piece of chicken. I was probably breaking dirt below me. Well, when I was breaking dirt. Then put the 3 analyzers in right there. Then, well, you're the only one I really need to place like that. Then place you like that, and that, and then maybe a diamond chest? I don't know. What I am thinking is a really big chest that I put everything in. Then I might have an area to sort out things. I could imply the use of not Tinker's Construct, create a little bit, and use conveyor belts. I could. Then I could also do the same thing on this side. Honestly? Excuse me. Not a bad idea. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So cut this out. And so it would look like that. That actually looks kind of cool right there. Then set it up like that. I'll probably do another setup like that. But for now, it'll just be like that. Yeah, I'm starting to like this. But to have more light eventually, I'll probably... Ooh, wait a second. Then what I'm gonna do here is like a little test tube. Well, like a... not maybe a test tube. What did they use in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous to hold the Scorpius Rex? I am really forgetting what they did use. For now, I'll probably get more quartz. Because I have that slime water in my backpack. I've been needing to use it for something. I'm like, What would I use it for? And I think I have the right use for it. I'm just going to throw some stuff over in the corner because I am lazy. Then B. I only really need 2, so... A, but it works. Hey, and it also does light up the room, so I'm not gonna complain. And I could also do one with tar somewhere else. Honestly, I think that would look cool. And then I just made tar decorative at that point. But, A, still looks cool. B, I used up that slime water. And I'm not gonna complain. And honestly, I think I completed the goal. I got the lab completed, well, partially because I'm still missing out on blocks. But do I try and achieve this? I would have to do that next episode. I think so. I think this is where I'm going to end the episode. So, let's cut to it. Okay, so, like I said, this is then the episode. Have a good rest of your day, and peace.